Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing the latest Metahero news, which is the one and only Future Blockchain Summit that took place today. The metascanner was finally revealed in all its glory, and if we can see right here, it looks like a sphere, right? If we keep going, we can see that it's a sphere, which is very different from the initial design, right? Which was just pillars which were straight up and the cameras were vertically mounted. So here we can see that the design is actually quite different in terms of how the cameras are placed. And you can see that there are a lot more cameras inside each of these supporting pillars as well. Now, in the presentation, there were a couple of things that a lot of people were discussing about on social media. So the first thing was the actual render that was shown here, right? And what they were talking about is that Rob was wearing a microphone, right? We can see that right here. And in the rendering, he wasn't wearing a microphone. So the actual process of rendering takes around 30 minutes. And because this is a presentation that is showing to a live audience, the image shown here is pre-generated. So he made it before the presentation, right? And obviously this microphone is the most obvious way that you could tell that it was pre-generated. So this was a big reveal from Metahero. Now, if we take a look at the stream here, the quality itself wasn't that great, right? In terms of the actual video that we saw here, right? The quality wasn't that great. And the other thing is that this scanner is supposedly, it was marketed to say that it instantly scans you, right? But it takes 30 minutes. And obviously this is still a relatively new technology and 30 minutes seems kind of reasonable, right? And other than that, I think the technology that they revealed here was very impressive, right? So along with that, we can see in the graph that Metahero actually dropped quite significantly, right? Down 9.75% in the last 24 hours. So this price dump, if we take a look at the chart, we can see that happened during the presentation, right? So right after he revealed this scanner and he scanned himself and all that, right? So right after that happened, the price dropped. And this is something that I predicted before in the Sony partnership revealing. So if we take a look at the chart here, this was when the Sony partnership was announced. And right after it was announced, it dropped quite a bit, right? And we can see that same pattern happening again here. And after the Sony partnership, it kept oscillating in this range. So we could see that pattern happening again where Metahero oscillates perhaps at this 14-cent range, right? For in the next month or so until some big news happens. So I think that the strategy here is, if you are a quick scalper of this coin, is to use these volatile price fluctuations to your advantage. And you can see the patterns, right? These fluctuations aren't random. They have a clear pattern that they're following. So this is something to be aware of. Now, if you are a long-term investor in this coin, this is also something that you have to be aware of, because you don't want to start panic selling when it drops significantly like it did here and here, right? You want to keep holding on to it. So overall, the presentation, it showed quite a bit, right? But this technology is still new. Now, the other question that remains here is, what is next for Metahero? So Rob mentioned that he does intend on getting listed on Binance, but that's more of an end game move for him right now. However, he did mention that he wants to list on another popular tier 1 exchange. So that's going to be coming up in the near future, and it could send the price of Metahero well past 20 cents. So the long-term price target is $1, and I hope this happens at the end of the year, but that depends on what Rob's next move is going to be. So that's the latest Metahero news for today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the unveiling of the metascanner. If you found this video to be useful, be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you guys want to see next on the channel. See you guys in the next one.